But anyways, we are almost at the end of our 6+ hour first part of the PMO Leader Conference. And we have got so much more coming. And we're about to bring on our host for the EMEA region, who will tell us what's coming up. But before that, let's just close out with a few of the event highlights. I would love to hear from you if you could just put in one of the key takeaways from today, whether it be a speaker you heard, whether it was a message, an insight, a learning. I'd love for you to share that in the chat now. I would love to get some insights from you for what was the most resonating part of the day, or something that you learned that you enjoyed from the session, while I share a couple of key highlights. So I think that what was really key and different for us, obviously, was having such a broad perspectives, and the fact that we were able to get people from across APAC was really insightful. I think, Craig talked about issues don't get any better with age. I love that. I'm going to use that actually quite a lot. It's a very interesting one to be covering off. Julie talked about never assume, get it in writing. I learned that early in my career. It's fascinating because particularly when it comes to governance, it's so important. So I think that was great. Amanda made us laugh with her watermelon projects and creating a culture that includes playing hard. I think that was really great. When we look at Lucy's feedback, staying connected, looking out for each other. Again, projects and PMOs about people. So I think that was probably some of my key takeaways. Julie, did you want to share any key takeaways whilst we get some messages in the chat before we open up the next steps?
Absolutely. The first one I want to just remind everyone, #TPL conference. So if you have got any insights and you're going to post this on your socials, please include that #TPL conference. Last plug for the sponsors we've got there, and a big thank you again to the sponsors. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. And just remember that all this content, and we're only a third of the way through, we could absolutely go, we're rock stars, okay? Who's going to be here seeing us to the end? My biggest insights, thank you so much for your participation, everyone. There's been some really, really good conversations. Lots of people have put questions in, some chats, and the whole networking. Reach out, network. I'm expecting to see, half a dozen or a dozen or even more LinkedIn invitations. I really want to get to know everyone. So thank you once again. And if I didn't say it before, the person sitting next to me, which is yourself, Fatima, so she's right here. Could get on her camera, there I am, like that there.
Technology.
Some magic happening. Just hosted, fabulous, invited me into your space. It's been really good. You've just nailed it, and you just kept going on and on and on, and she's still got a smile on her face. So it's been amazing. And from the region here, stay tuned. We've got some good things coming up. So thank you again, all of you.
Amazing. Well said. Thank you, Julie. You've been a fantastic co-host. I appreciate that. I think just to share, we've got a big TPL announcement during the EMEA region. So stay tuned for that. We can't tell you what it is, but I promise you that there will be a lot of value for a lot of you. And I'm sure Joe and the team will tell us about that. If you're multilingual, please note we have French and Spanish speaking tracks. That means we've got conference events that are going to cover Spanish and French as well. Plus, we've got another whole 12 hours. So let's now introduce Joe. Joe, welcome. And I'd love for you to just give us a heads up of what's coming up for the EMEA region next.
Hello, and thank you for having me. And congratulations. That was absolutely epic. I don't know how you kept it going so long, but I will use it as my inspiration for the next 8 hours. Because we've got tons coming up as well, but you had some awesome sessions there, and some that I will be going back to because it is only 7 o'clock in the morning here. But everything's recorded, so if you've missed anything like me, you can go back and watch those replays as well. I'm particularly interested in seeing Guy Thorpe's piece on developing project sponsors. We know that's often a big pain point. I just caught the tail end of the piece on mindfulness as well from Kathy, and that was awesome. Always worth remembering in our leadership toolkit as well, especially when we're super focused and take that step back. Like when we're nervous presenting on global conferences, maybe some top tips in there for some of us. But yeah, we are starting in an hour, and then we've got sessions every hour on the hour. We're running for about 8 hours in the EMEA region. We've got 15 sessions in that time, and we've got 22 speakers. We've got a whole load of sessions in French and a whole load of sessions in English. Some really awesome things coming up. We've also got 3 of our PMO Leader Advisory board members joining us to present their different sessions, including Bruno coming on at the end with a very special announcement. So we're all super excited for that one. And make sure you stay tuned. But yeah, lots and lots going on. For the next hour, you'll find a lot of us in the networking space as well. So I'd encourage you, when this is over, we've got 60 minutes to grab cups of coffee, a few more snacks, because I don't have quite enough on my desk, and head over to the networking, either the tables, or there's a great fluid space in there where you can just see who's in the conference, click on that, and make great new connections. Because that's what this conference means for me and for everyone, and for all the volunteers and the speakers and everybody getting involved, as well as our amazing sponsors. It's an opportunity to meet people around the world, because how else do we get to do it? This is just so cool. You know, jump in, meet experts and learn. It's brilliant.
100%. And I can assure you, snacks on the ready are definitely required. So that's a lesson learned. Lots and lots of snacks, sugar, coffee,
Noted.
all of that. Amazing. Thank you so much, Jo. Just a few final closing thoughts. So the session recordings are available both in the platform after every session, and they will also be on the PMO Leader website indefinitely for anyone. It's a completely free membership to go to the PMOleader.com and have if you're not a member, sign up. It's free, and you can access all the recordings for this year and last year, regardless of when you want to watch them and play them back. We've already covered what's coming up in the EMEA region. Shortly after Jo's epic 8 hours, the Americas region, hosted by Jo Poth, my co-founder, will be actually facilitating with the team there another 6 or so hours in the Americas region. So make sure you stick around for that. A huge thank you to Jo, Alinka, to Julie, and also my team around me, plus our volunteer interns, Valeria and Benjamin, who have literally made this event possible from all of the hard work they've been putting in over the last 9 or 10 months. So a huge thank you to them. Big thank you to Alinka, who literally coordinated all the regions on behalf of Jo and I, and has done a phenomenal job. So big shout out to Alinka. Really, we can't have done this without you. So thank you for standing up and taking that lead role, and the experience you've gained from it is probably going to be forever immensely helpful for you. Thank you to our sponsors, Keating, Planisware and Asana. We would not have been able to host this event for you guys for free without actually having them on board. So you can thank them for why this has actually been able to be brought together. We made it possible from the practical element, but they made it possible by being our key sponsors for the region this time. Just a final closing thought. As I said, the TPL conference hashtag is live and happening. It'll be live and happening for the next 12 or so hours. So please get involved. And if we can ask one favor, please share one post of anything that you found useful, insightful, or helpful from today on LinkedIn. Tag the PMO Leader. Feel free to tag me or Julie as well. We'd love to check out that comments and connect with you as well on LinkedIn. Otherwise, please visit the booths and also the networking space. They are open live. So if you want to grab a cup of tea and jump into that booth and networking space will be available for you in the next 5 minutes. So otherwise, from all of us here in Asia Pacific region, good luck, Jo and the team. We're handing the baton over to you officially, and we can't wait to stay tuned to see what you've got coming for us.
Thanks, Jo.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.